Hello students, today we are going to start chapter 4 of class 10, that is from the diary of Annie Frank, written by Annie Frank. This lesson is an excerpt from the personal diary of a 13-year-old Jewish girl named Annie Frank, who witnessed the horrors of the Nazis' rule at the time of World War II. She wrote this diary while hiding in a warehouse with her family and four others during the German occupation of Netherlands. So we can say this excerpt is not only a traditionally recorded diary, but it is an insight into the thoughts of a young girl and her ability to write creatively. Actually, it is an autobiography that was first published in 1947, and the autobiography name is Diary of a Young Girl or the Diary of Annie Frank. In this, Annie expresses her thoughts in a diary which was gifted to her on her 13th birthday. She names the diary Kitty, which she considers as her only true friend. And she mentions about her childhood, about her family, and a lot other things that she told no one else. So let's move to the lesson. So here we are. Writing in a diary is a really strange experience for someone like me. So before writing any entry in the diary, she just wants to describe something to the readers or to others, that why she started writing in a diary. What were the reasons that she just wanted to write a diary? So here, writing in a diary is a really strange experience for someone like me. So here, Annie Frank considers diary writing to be a strange experience. Why? Because it was the first time she was doing it. So it is a strange and unusual for her to write in a diary about her feelings and experiences. So I have not only because I have never written anything before, but also because it seems to me that later on neither I nor anyone else will be interested in the musings of a 13-year-old schoolgirl. So she gives two reasons for this. Firstly, she has never written anything earlier like this. So that means we can say she was just doing it for the first time. And she was the second reason was that in the future no one would be interested in reading about a young school going girl and about her past. So musings means reflections or thoughts. So she was just thinking that no one would be interested in the thoughts of a 13-year-old school going girl. But she was wrong. Everyone is reading this diary, and everyone is interested also in reading this diary. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. But she says that it doesn't matter to her. That means she doesn't bother about it whether anyone would be interested or not. I feel like writing, and I have an inner greater need to get all kinds of things off my chest. Off my chest means to remove the burden. And that's why she says that she feels an inner compulsion to write. That means she wants to write. She feels the need to write because there were a lot of thoughts she had been holding on, and she just wanted to get them off her mind. Actually, it is known that writing one's thoughts act as a therapy. That's why we can say she makes the decision of writing a diary. Now, paper has more patience than people. I thought of this saying on one of those days when I was feeling a little depressed and was sitting at home with my chin in my hands, bored and listless, wondering whether to stay in or go out. Listless means with no energy or interest. So, paper has more patience than people. Annie Frank recalls this statement that paper has more patience than people. So, when she just recalled this statement, when she was feeling unhappy and depressed one day, she was just sitting at home with her chin in her hands. That means she was very unhappy. She was sad and confused than usual. And she couldn't even decide whether to go out or stay at home at that time. So at that time, she just recalled a statement, a saying that paper has more patience than people. Paper has more capacity to absorb thoughts than people. People have low patience level. They can't spend a long time with you to just listen you and to react or to feel for you. But a piece of paper, being a non-living thing, would not refuse from absorbing the thoughts. It will just carry on, it will carry all the thoughts, whatever you want. So, this realization came to her one day when she was feeling very sad and confused, and she was not able to decide even whether to go out or stay at home at that time. When she finally decided to stay at home, she sat being depressed and deep thought. I finally stayed where I was brooding. Brooding means she was engaged in or just showing deep thoughts about something that makes one sad, angry, or worried. So we can say she was in deep thoughts. Yes, paper does have more patience. So again, she thought that paper had more patience, and then she decided to write everything. And since I am not planning to let anyone else read this stiff bagged notebook, grandly referred to as a diary, unless I should ever find a real friend, it probably won't make a bit of difference. So we can say she continued to think about this thing and concluded that it was indeed right, and she decided that she would not let anyone other than a true friend read what she would write in this stiff bagged notebook. What is that? That is her diary. It probably won't make a bit of difference. That means she was very certain about this thing that it would not make any difference to anyone. So that means no one would be interested in whatever she was thinking. Now I am back to the point that prompted me to keep a diary in the first place. I don't have a friend. So again, she records that the reason which prompted her to write a diary is that she doesn't have any friend, any true friend, any real friend. And she meant a friend with whom she could share all her secrets. That's why we can say Annie Frank again comes back to the point where she thought of just beginning to write. It is because she is lonely and has no friend to talk to. So that was the main reason to write a diary. Let me put it more clearly, since no one will believe that a 13-year-old girl is completely alone in the world. Then she goes on explaining why she feels the need for a friend, for a true friend, for a real friend. She feels that no one is going to believe that a young girl like her, a young girl, a teenage girl of 13 like her, is so alone, which practically she is not. She is saying, no, and I am not. Practically, she is not alone. I have loving parents and a 16-year-old sister and there are about 30 people I can call friends. So she was not alone because she has a loving family near about 30 people that can be called friends, right? So she was not alone. No, I have a family, loving aunts, and a good home. No, on the surface, I seem to have everything except my one true friend. So we can say she can talk. She just might have seemingly friendly people around her, loving parents, a 16-year-old elder sister, 30 friendly people, and loving aunts. But a true close friend is always missing. So we can say this depicts a clear picture of a happy family, but the one thing that lacks in her in her life is the presence of a true friend with whom she can share everything, all her secrets. Okay, we I sorry I can't bring all I think about when I'm with friends is having a good time. So she was just admitting this thing. She does have a good time with friends. They talk about the stuff, but not real stuff that is actually going on in their lives. I can't bring myself to talk about anything but ordinary, everyday things. So she can talk only about ordinary things to these people, but she can't share intimate secrets with any one of them. So she accepts that her reserved nature prevents her from having any close friends. She just finds it his own fault. We don't seem to be able to get any closer, and that's the problem. Maybe it's my fault that we don't confide in. Confide means to tell personal things privately to a person that one trusts. In any case, that's just how things are, and unfortunately, they are not liable to change. This is why I have started the diary. So Annie Frank does have a good time with friends. They talk about the stuff, but not real stuff that is actually going on in their lives. And despite trying hard, they are not able to get closer, and she feels that maybe it is her fault, it is her own fault, who is not able to trust anyone with her private stuff, with her private feelings or secrets, that she is not able to any come closer to any friend. She feels that the current situation cannot be changed, and thus she needs to write her feelings in the diary. That's why we can say that is her reserved nature which prevents her from having any close friend. And that's why she decides to write a diary, as she feels that her nature is not likely to change. Now, to enhance the image of this long awaited friend in my imagination, I don't want to jot down the facts in this diary the way most people would do. But I want the diary to be my friend, and I am going to call this friend Kitty. Now she considers her diary to be her imaginary, we can say long awaited friend, and names it Kitty. Usually, when someone is writing in a diary, they just list down, they just jot down, and we can say they just write down all the facts about them in a formal manner, which Annie Frank doesn't want to do. This is because she wanted to give her need for a friend a shape, and that's why she decides to name the diary as Kitty. And hoping that someone would read her diary one day, she thinks that writing without giving details about the background story would be ineffective. So, despite not wanting to do so, she just she gives brief details about her diary, about her life, about her family, right? And she called this friend Kitty. Okay, now move to the next part. Since No one would understand a word of my stories to Kitty if I were to plunge right in. Plunge means jump or dive quickly. Or here its meaning is to come to the point straightway. I would better provide a brief sketch of my life, much as I dislike doing so. So here she just considers her diary to be her long awaited friend and just names it Kitty. But she also just clear, wants to clarify this thing, that why she just gave a brief sketch of her life, although she doesn't like it to do so. She's saying na, that I dislike doing so. So we can say, if someone would read her diary one day, she thinks that writing without giving any details about the background story, that would be ineffective and no one would be able to understand it. And that's why she was not coming to the point straight away. She begins writing straight away. She just she preferred it to give a brief sketch of her life, although she doesn't like it. She doesn't want to do so. My father, the most adorable father I have ever seen, didn't marry my mother until he was 36 and she was 25. So she just told about her family, about her father, and her father was the most adorable father, most lovable father one could get. So we come to know she was very attached to her father. Her father married her mother when he was at the age of 36 and she was 25. My sister Margot was born in Frankfurt in Germany in 1926. I was born on 12 June 1929. So we come to know that she and her sister Margot were both born in Frankfurt. Then I lived in Frankfurt until I was 4. My father immigrated to Holland in 1933. So we have to just learn these facts. So as soon as Annie turned 4, her father moved to Holland. Then my mother, Edith Hollander Frank, went with him to Holland in September. So followed by her mother in September, while both the sisters strayed back. While Margot and I were sent to Aachen to stay with our grandmother. So both the sisters stayed with their grandmother in Aachen. Margot went to Holland in December and I followed in February, when I was plunked down on the table as a birthday present for Margot. So Margot was sent to Holland in December, followed by Annie in February, who was brought as a birthday present for Margot. Plunked down, that is an informal word, put down in a casual way. So we can say this word has been used in a humorous way. That Annie Frank was put down on the table as a birthday gift for Margot. I started right away at the Montessori Nursery School. I stayed there until I was 6, at which time I started in the first form. Form means we can say it's a class or grade standard. In the 6th form, my teacher was Mrs. Cupres, the headmistress. Then, at the end of the year, we were both in tears as we said a heartbreaking farewell. So in Holland, Annie was sent to Montessori Nursery School. It was, we can say, her first school. She started from first form, first class. And then she had Mrs. Cupres, the headmistress, as her teacher in the 6th form, who was so attached to her that at the time of farewell, they both cried. They both both of them were in tears. So here we can say she was very she was just telling about her bonding with her teacher. Then she was so dear to her that they both had a tearful farewell at the end of the year. Now, in the summer of 1941, Grandma fell ill and had to have an operation. So my birthday passed with little celebration. Little means hardly any, with no celebration. So unfortunately, her grandmother was ill, and we can say due to illness of her grandmother, she was not able to celebrate her birthday, and she underwent an operation also, and that's why her birthday was not celebrated. And that was the thing of 1941. Now grandma died in January 1942. No one knows how often I think of her and still love her. This birthday celebration in 1942 was intended to make up for the other, and grandma's candle was lit along with the rest. So here we come to know that her grandmother died in January 1942, and remembering her fondly and lovingly, any birthday celebration was in June 1942, and it had a candle lit for her grandmother along with the rest, and we can say that was lit in the memory of her grandmother. And everyone we just also come to know that she was also very dear to her grandmother. The four of us are still doing well, so we can say their life was going on smoothly. They they were just getting along in their life very well. And that brings me to the present day of 20 June 1942 and the solemn dedication of my diary. So we come to know that this year's birthday was to be celebrated with great zeal, only to just compensate for the last years, because she was not able to celebrate her last birthday due to the illness of her grandmother. So that birthday, after the death of grandmother, she celebrated her birthday with great zeal, and she also lit a candle for her grandmother along with the rest candles, along with the other candles on her birthday, as a tribute to her. And their life was going on well, and that is the beginning of, that is the present day of 20 June 1942, when she started her diary. And that is a sincere commitment to her diary. When she just started, she is just writing her diary. So students, Annie provides a brief sketch of her life before formally just writing her diary, Kitty, because she believes that in the absence of a background, nobody would be able to understand a word of her diary, a word of her stories to Kitty. And she just considers her diary like a true friend, right? We also come to know that she had a very strong and loving relationship with her mother, with her father and her grandmother, right? So that's all for today. Have a good day.